Hello and welcome to the 5 Minutes Spare podcast. I'm joined again with Ben.
Sup?
And today we're going to be talking about something really different compared to the MCU.
We're talking about Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. I've only ever seen one and some of the animated ones. It seems to be a trending theme with me. Watching one and then not the others. But I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, you've got a lot of catching up to do. I mean, there's literally like all the Disney Plus TV shows, like number one, The Mandalorian, which has just started. Yesterday.
Yeah, there's another season coming out for that, isn't there?
Yeah, season 3 is just came out.
I haven't even seen season 1 yet. Jesus. What else? There's more series coming out for it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's going to be loads more series, and of course, loads of other spin-offs as well, like Anakin Skywalker's apprentice, Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. She's getting her own TV show.
I would actually like to see that, because I remember watching the Clone Wars in general, and it was it was them two mainly, the main characters, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Clone Wars were big back then.
Yeah.
Back then. Like, well, they still are, because I love the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I remember watching the series. It was a series, wasn't it? Or was it like a whole movie?
It was a series.
Yeah.
It was a movie at first, but then they turned it into a series.
I've definitely seen one. I've definitely seen it, because I do remember like Anakin training up an apprentice.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the whole gist of it. But I remember it being like the clones attack them.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Attack of the, like when the clones attack them.
That's in Revenge of the Sith.
That's it,
when the Clone Wars were coming to an end, and they were managed to kill Count Dooku, the leader of the Separatists, and of course General Grievous, the head of the droid army and everything.
Is he the one that said General Kenobi with like the 4 lightsabers?
Yeah,
he's turned into a huge meme.
Yeah, Grievous is used a lot more during the Clone Wars, because it's Grievous. I mean, come on, it's Grievous. Come on, he's one of the greatest characters there's ever made. So.
Yeah. See, when it comes to Star Wars, a lot of me starts to think, is it the same as Star Trek? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, don't say that.
Definitely not.
But
definitely not the same as Star Trek.
I've never seen Star Trek, so I can't really judge it. That's why I was going to ask you, because I'm assuming you've seen both.
I've seen both. Star Wars is definitely different to Star Trek.
Yeah.
For example, in Star Trek, they don't have laser swords.
Lightsabers.
Laser swords.
Laser swords. It's pretty much what they are, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. Laser swords, lightsabers, we call them lightsabers.
Yeah, I guess we've all called them laser swords.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, whoever first watches it will be like, what are those laser sword things?
I know, right?
And then until like halfway in, it's like, oh, that's it, a lightsaber.
Like, that's cool, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, we all know after Revenge of the Sith, that's when things start going upside down for the Jedi.
Yeah.
Order 66 happens. Darth Sidious.
Doesn't like half the Jedis die or something?
Yeah, the Jedi purge. Anakin betrays the Jedi and sides with Palpatine, who is revealed to be the Sith Lord behind the Clone Wars and everything.
I remember watching that scene in Revenge of the Sith, and it was like Anakin going up to all the younglings.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I remember seeing that scene.
Yeah. And then, of course, him and Kenobi having one final showdown, along with Master Yoda fighting Darth Sidious.
Yeah,
or Emperor Palpatine, as he's known to everyone. If you want
to watch that scene again, go on 5 Minutes Spare. We've got a short about it.
Yep.
But yeah, so what after it all? Because obviously we don't know what I obviously don't know what happens at the end of the 2 new movies that came out.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen after it? Because there's bound to be more.
Yeah,
there's no way they're going to stop it now.
There's definitely going to be more after the previous 2 movies. Are you talking about The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah,
those 2. There's definitely I'm sure there's definitely going to be something new coming to the galaxy, but we don't know what yet because I'm guessing we won't be seeing Rey again anytime soon. I mean, we might. Hopefully, we will.
I reckon we will, because there's no doubt they'll keep them in.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're quite popular, they tend to keep them in now, don't they? Rather than.
One thing that's always puzzled me, in Rise of Skywalker, right?
Right.
How is it that Palpatine is alive after Return of the Jedi? Darth Vader literally picks him up and throws him into the core of the Death Star and everything, and it looks like he literally blows up. So, how is he still alive?
He fell right through.
Yeah, he fell right through.
Must have fell right through and just, survived the fall.
Yeah.
Like every human would be able to survive that fall.
I mean, it could be a chance that he's a clone or something.
Maybe. What might have happened is they might have, made a clone of him, but didn't show it until afterwards.
But of course, we were already shown that there already was a clone of Darth Sidious, because the leader of the First Order, Supreme Leader Snoke, he was revealed to be just a clone of, a very failed clone of, Palpatine and everything.
Yeah.
Which was a bit disappointing, because Supreme Leader Snoke at the time, there were loads of theories going around saying who Supreme Leader Snoke could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of theories saying that he was a past Sith Lord from, the old...
the very old...
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a theory I thought. He could have been, one of the really old Sith Lords from the old Sith Empire and everything.
Yeah. It's just a massive thought, though, isn't it? You need a good conspiracy theory behind what it could be.
Yeah, but the fact that in the last Jedi and everything, where Kylo Ren literally just splits him in half and he's dead and everything, you're like, oh, well, that's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
I haven't watched the last two.
Yeah.
Is there still really good fight scenes in them, or is it bang bang dead? Or is it actually
there's no full on lightsaber battle with Snoke, unfortunately. It's after his death, Ren and Rey take on his guards and everything.
Yeah.
That fight was epic, but still disappointing.
Was it like a typical Stormtrooper fight where they couldn't fire at him?
Yeah, not Stormtrooper fight. They were like elite guards and everything with fancy lightsabers of their own.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah,
I think I've seen a video about it.
Yeah, something like that.
I think there was a meme made about it, and I've watched that one as well, where everyone came with their own lightsaber.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wish that they developed more into Palpatine's return instead of just saying at the start of The Rise of Skywalker, guess what, guys? Palpatine's back. He's alive.
Here he is.
Here he is. It's the Senate.
It might have just, for all we know, there might have been obviously he went down to the core, but obviously the whole situation around was it in the Death Star, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Death Star.
It was huge, wasn't it?
Mm.
So it might have just landed on something that a Stormtrooper might have found him and recovered. You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that much stuff that could happen.
But I mean, his plan was literally, he planned to recreate the Sith Empire, and he created this massive fleet of world-destroying ships and everything. And if they hadn't stopped it from leaving the planet that he built them on, the universe would have been at his mercy.
Yeah. Mm. Last time I saw Emperor Palpatine was obviously when Darth Vader threw him off.
Yeah.
Does he look better now, or does he look younger, or?
I mean, he fully regains his power when he somehow steals energy from both Kylo Ren and Rey.
Yeah.
It allows him to restore his. It must have been that connection to the Force which he absorbed, allowing him to regain his full strength.
Yeah. Allowing
him to literally shoot force lightning into the sky and attack the ships.
That sounds really good, though.
Yeah.
I need to watch them. I need to watch them. I need to watch them.
No matter how much criticism The Rise of Skywalker got, we can all agree that Palpatine was definitely the right choice of main villain.
Yeah, I think when it comes to that stuff, it'll always be him that'll be the main villain.
I mean, let's face it, Palpatine's basically been the main villain from the Phantom Menace all the way up to The Rise of Skywalker, because
and he's probably gonna still keep going.
Probably, yeah. Palpatine. Well, as he was known, Darth Sidious. He was the one who orchestrated the whole Clone Wars and everything. everything, and got himself made Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic before it became the Galactic Empire.
Yeah.
And when the Jedi finally found out, he initiated Order 66 and had nearly all the Jedi eradicated. And
I remember that because didn't one of the Jedi's hear them go through it?
Yeah.
And they would try to warn everyone, but he didn't do it in time. And when it happened, everything.
Yeah, it did.
I remember that part.
Mm.
And the main thing that I remember from any Star Wars that I've seen is just Obi-Wan Kenobi jumping down, going "Hello there."
Oh yeah, exactly.
I remember that part. I remember that part like it was just yesterday I watched it.
Yeah. And of course, after the Phantom Menace, we go right all the way back to the very first one, which is A New Hope.
Yeah, New Hope.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that was the one where it was a young Obi-Wan Kenobi, wasn't it?
No, it was old Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That was old Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah.
Yeah. It was way into the rebellion.
Oh, was this? Oh, am I thinking? I'm thinking of the old ones, aren't I? Not the new ones. The New Hope's where he's old and Darth Vader, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think the one you were thinking about was Phantom Menace.
That's it. Yeah.
Where we get introduced to Obi-Wan's master, Master Qui-Gon Jinn, played by Liam Neeson.
I remember that.
Of course.
I remember it now. Okay.
And it's also where we get introduced to Sidious's very first apprentice, and probably one of the most iconic Sith in Star Wars, and that would be Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one with the two reds, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Two reds. Everyone's going to be rinsing me in the comments.
Yeah. Darth Maul was Sidious's first apprentice before Count Dooku betrayed the Jedi and joined the dark side of the Force and everything.
Then he died on behalf of Anakin.
Yes, exactly.
With Emperor Palpatine saying, "Do it."
Do it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep.
I need to say, would you rather have this storyline that's going now, or would you rather it have been somewhat different?
Oh no! I'm happy with how the storyline went, because if it was any different, hey, we might not have gotten amazing stuff like Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
I always think of it like, on Revenge of the Sith, where it's like, I've got the high ground.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. I always think, because there was a scene, it was in the game, this one.
Yeah.
There was a scene in the game where Anakin actually won the fight, because you didn't press the button in time.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was a whole, cutscene, and from when we were talking about doing this podcast, in my head I was like, what would have actually happened if Anakin didn't die? Well, didn't die, but didn't get his legs cut off. Would he have been still Darth Vader, or would it have been completely different?
He'd still be Darth Vader, but he wouldn't need his armor. That's the thing.
Right. Because isn't it in the game where he kills Emperor Palpatine?
Yeah, it's in the game where he kills Palpatine, and then he takes over his new galactic empire. So
yeah. So imagine if that happens. What do you think? Would you have liked to watch that storyline, or would you have thought no, not a chance? Because obviously, with Anakin not being Darth Vader, that means Darth Vader wouldn't have been a thing.
Yeah,
and he's one of the most iconic characters. Right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's literally everywhere.
He recently made his return in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yeah,
where it was like he's still hunting down Kenobi and everything, and Obi-Wan's hiding on Tatooine. And of course, during that time, they have the problems of Inquisitors and everything, which are Inquisitors are they're basically, they used to be Jedi, but they decided to serve Palpatine instead and turn to the dark side.
Yeah.
And their job is basically to hunt down any remaining Jedi who escaped Order 66, basically. Pardon me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know which storyline I prefer, because obviously we've got this storyline which everyone loves.
But it's like making you think as well. What happens if Order 66 had failed? And everything? Yeah.
Obviously the Jedi would have won that, but
yeah, they would have done.
Depends, wouldn't it? Because if the younglings managed to beat Anakin, which I'm surprised they didn't with the amount of younglings there were, but it's one of those, isn't it, where there's always going to be some form of conspiracy around it. If this happened or if that happened. Maybe they should make a what if series. That'd be a good idea.
I mean, they've already done a what if series on Marvel and everything. But then again, when you think about it, it's kind of like we've already got a what if for Marvel. Do we really want a what if Star Wars,
So
because it'd be like,
let's say this was the first title for it. What if Order 66 didn't work? Would you watch that?
I would actually.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Or like, what if Darth Maul succeeded in killing both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan?
Yeah, that would have been a weird one, wouldn't it?
It would have been.
Because I don't think Anakin would be the same. He would have went to
No.
someone else.
I think he might have been. I think there could be a chance that Maul would somehow capture him
Yeah.
and maybe take him to be his apprentice.
Yeah, that could be a good story, yeah.
Because let's be honest. After the events of Revenge of the Sith, you know, when the Clone Wars and everything,
Yeah.
yeah, he gets his legs carved off, but the thing is, Maul didn't die.
Yeah.
He was found alive on another planet where he's found by another Sith who is a Night Brother, Brother. Night Brothers are the species are the type of species that Maul is, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of planets in this as well. Just point out, like Tatooine.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars, he's found by Savage Press, which is like another Night Brother.
Yeah.
Who became Count Dooku's apprentice at one point until he betrayed him. Then Maul was sent to find his brother by this this woman calling herself Mother Talzin, who was basically the leader of a covenant of witches called the Night Sisters. Anyway, once they found Maul, Savage brings him back to Mother Talzin and everything, and she uses her magic or some dark power of the Force somehow. We call it magic.
Yeah.
to revive Maul, basically. And then he once again plots to kill Kenobi.
Yeah. Oh, well, it is a series idea we could do. Like, if people on the podcast would like to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Like a what if series for everything.
Yes.
So, like, obviously, once we've talked about it all, so say, like, all
Yes.
this stuff, we could do, like, a what if at the end of it.
Yes, exactly.
Like, pick a subject. So, for us, right now, it could be Order 66.
Yeah, Order 66.
And then we could talk about what we think would happen. And then, there you go. We've got another what if. We've got another series along the side. There you go. If you want to hear that, in the comments.
Yeah, in the comments.
Is there anything else?
I think we might have talked a lot. Oh, and actually, there's one other bit of info I wanted. When Darth Maul was revived, he started building up his own criminal empire called the Shadow. I think it's called the Shadow Collective.
Shadow Collective. It does sound right.
Yeah, it sounds right. Yeah, I think that's what it. That's what it is.
We'll look it up.
Okay. But yeah, Maul starts his own criminal empire and even takes over the planet of Mandalore at one point.
Yeah.
Until Darth Sidious finds him and,
Is that them?
Oh yeah, that's them, Shadow Collective, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we were. Well, I wasn't right. Ben was right. I just agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, when Darth Sidious finds out that Maul's alive and everything, and he finds out that he's got an apprentice now, Savage Press.
Yeah.
Which makes Sidious see him as a rival, basically. And in an epic lightsaber duel, he defeats Maul and kills Savage, basically.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think if Maul was, if Maul didn't survive, do you think any of that would have happened without him? Like maybe with a different character?
No, it definitely wouldn't have happened without Maul and everything.
It would have just been that.
Because afterwards, Sidious captured him because he wanted to lure out Mother Talzin because, well, I did some research into her, and it turns out Mother Talzin was originally going to be Sidious's apprentice.
Yeah.
But instead, she chose Maul to be his new apprentice instead.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Mother Talzin is Maul's mother.
Ah.
Yeah.
She'll be telling him off. Join the Jedi's.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's a point. Yeah, there's a point where where Maul and Talzin capture Count Dooku and everything, and they use his power connection to the Force to bring Talzin, to restore Talzin to full strength and everything. Because when she revived Maul, it kind of, she lost her physical form. Basically, she was blipping out between the spirit world and the mortal realm, basically.
Yeah.
So when she absorbed the Force essence of Count Dooku, she was able to come back, basically. Unfortunately, it was all a trap set by Sidious.
Everything's a trap.
Yeah, to find Talzin and Maul, basically.
Yeah.
And so both he and General Grievous find them, and they all have a big lightsaber battle, with Grievous ended up killing Talzin in the end.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then Maul fleeing again.
Yeah. Understandably, after just witnessing a death,
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I ain't dying for this.
No, exactly. But anyway, he goes back to Mandalore after this, because there is a final season, of course, of Star Wars, where he wants again returns to Mandalore and takes control of the Shadow Collective. And in the final series, we see Ahsoka Tano, who is no longer Anakin's apprentice, is now a full-fledged Jedi and everything. Well, I'd say that, but she kind of left the Jedi Order at some point.
So she's like a full independent.
Yeah, something like that.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, something like that.
Like trying to make her own order or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That'd be quite a cool thing, wouldn't it?
Would be, wouldn't
Maybe
it?
they are going down that path.
Maybe.
Just need to make sure,
It'll be interesting
to
see what they do with Ahsoka in the new Ahsoka Tano TV show.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be released very soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yep.
I think that's everything.
I know.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's everything for now.
Well, hopefully we think of more stuff.
Oh yeah,
when it comes to the Star Wars topic, because if we've got this new idea, we could we could all do some part of that. We could even start it on Twitch as well, because Twitch might be able to do a live stream one, which would be quite cool.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So, hopefully next week we'll have a lot of the equipment ready.
Yeah.
So we can do it on Twitch. We can literally do everything like that. You can see us rather than just hearing us.
Exactly.
How amazing! You get to see us.
Exactly.
Right, so we'll see you on the next one.
Yep, we'll see you later then.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.